I think a lot of it was my family. Just my parents were always really supportive, and they never really, there was never pressure to get A's or anything. It was just always whatever my best was. If that was a B in one class, that's fine. But after a while, I started getting A's, so they knew my best was an A. So I think that had a lot. But teachers also have a lot. And as a teacher now, and after going through so many years of college, I know that the teacher makes the class. And so you can either love or hate a class depending on what the teacher did or who the teacher was and how they treated you. So I think the school was really supportive. I know, I can remember my senior year, I was in Jennifer Power's office every day. During my time, we had several different counselors during my high school career, so I never really got close to a counselor, just because they were only there for a short period of time. But Jennifer Power, who was the secretary, I was in there every day, and she taught me what the FAFSA was. She showed me how to fill out the applications. She helped me, because I was on free and reduced lunch, she taught me where the waivers were so that I could apply to several universities without it being a big financial commitment for my parents. And so she really taught me, or showed me all of those things, and gave me the resources. Other teachers would allow me to go to the computer lab so that I didn't have internet at home, but they let me go to the computer lab so I could look up scholarships and I could apply for things and do college applications and stuff like that. So the school system was just really supportive. I think if you ask pretty much any teacher, they're there for the kids. I can say that now that I'm a teacher, but they're not necessarily there for the education system or for the paycheck. They're wanting to help kids. So the fact that I wanted to do something, they were more than willing to let me go and help me to do it. I think something that would have helped more was maybe helping parents, because my parents, a lot of parents around here never went to college, and so my parents didn't really know the process, and they didn't know how to help me. Luckily, I had the initiative and I had the support at school to come home and be like, "Hey, Dad, I applied for this scholarship," and he's like, "What's a scholarship?" So just helping them, because I can remember on our first visit, we went to visit Western Kentucky University, which is where I ended up going to school. But the first visit, Dad didn't like it. He's like, "The girls wear shorts that are too short, and everybody's running around here, and there's no curfew, and I don't like that you can live in the same dorm as boys." And he never, so he wasn't, he just didn't know what college was about, and neither did I. But then when I showed him the pamphlet that said, "Dad, based on my GPA and my ACT, I get the scholarship," and he's like, "All that?" And I said, "Yeah, it's a guarantee." And he didn't know, he's like, "Okay, maybe it's not so bad." But, he didn't know how that worked, and he's like, "Well, did you fill out all the applications?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did that months ago." To help, he was happy that I took the initiative and I did it, but for other students who maybe didn't know where to start or didn't have a good relationship with teachers that would help them, or maybe they were shy, they thought they'd like to go to college, but they just didn't really know how or didn't have the confidence. I think helping the parents to know what it was about would have helped.